Hello everyone, my name is Lily, and today I wanted to do my speech on a topic that impacts many of us but is often overlooked, and that is mental health among college students. Mental health challenges are far more common than we realize. Research shows that over 60% of college students have experienced at least one mental health issue in the past year. From the stress of exam and deadlines to family expectations and the relentless pressure of social media, it is no surprise why so many of us feel overwhelmed and struggle with our mental health. I wanted to share my own experience. Last year, I made the decision to go back to college. It was exciting, but also terrifying. I didn't know where to start. After doing my own research, I decided to pursue health sciences at Gateway Community College. I began with the prerequisites needed to get on the wait list. But as I dove deeper into the process, I found myself obsessing over the waiting list numbers. I would check every 3 weeks if the numbers went up, down, or if they were stagnant. I realized it might take another 4 or 5 years before I could even start the program I wanted. And suddenly going back to college felt pointless. But I decided to persevere and try. However, going to classes, balancing the full-time job while striving for good grades, and worrying about an uncertain future became too much. I finished my classes, but felt so overwhelmed and confused, I decided to take the rest of the year off. And I regret that decision because it felt like a step backwards. But at the time, I didn't know how to manage the pressure and the stress of choosing a college that would best suit my needs. However, one that I wouldn't have to be on a wait list for 3 to 4 years before I could pursue what I wanted. Stories like mine are not unique. One of the most significant barriers to mental health support is stigma. Many people feel embarrassed or worried they'll be judged for admitting they're struggling. This stigma silences us and stops us from seeking help. Even when students do reach out, they face many challenges, like limited campus counseling resources, with wait times stretching weeks or even months. The consequences of neglecting mental health are serious. According to the Association of American Universities, 1 in 5 college students reported having suicidal thoughts in the past year. That's 20% of students facing thoughts of hopelessness. And as highlighted by the National Association for College Admission Counseling, more than 40% of counselors say the college admission process significantly affects the student's mental health. The stress of navigating admissions, finances, and future uncertainties add even more of a strain. But here's the good news. There are steps we can prioritize to help our mental health. One would be normalizing conversations. We can break the stigma by sharing our stories and listening without judgment. Each conversation makes a difference. 2, use campus resources. Make the most of counseling centers, support groups, and workshops. If your school lacks adequate support, advocate for better services. You have the power to create change. And number 3 would be adopt healthy habits. Small changes like enough sleep, exercising, and practicing mindfulness can be a big impact. There are also apps like Headspace and Calm that are great tools for managing stress. And 4 would be to reach out for help. If you're struggling, please remember that seeking help is a sign of strength. You are not alone, and there are people who want to support you. In conclusion, let's work together to make mental health a priority on our campuses. Check in on friends and be kind to yourself. And always remember that taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. Thank you so much.